Keeping the family history alive. I need to begin by being perfectly honest with myself as well as with my readers. I have shared very little of what I know about my parents' story with my own children, who are now in their 30s. It may have been for the same reasons that my parents did not share with me, or because there was just never a good time to bring up the subject. While the topic for this essay initially made me shy away from it, I realized in my heart that it was long overdue. As a child, my mother and father never spoke to me about their parents and siblings that had been killed during the Holocaust, nor did they expound on their encounter with the humiliation and horror of discrimination and intended extermination. I innately knew that my job was to live a perfectly flawless existence and to be an exemplary child. My parents proudly remarked on what a perfect child I had been. I always did as I was told and could sit in a restaurant for hours while the adults carried on conversations. It was as if I was literally a living doll. I never shared problems that I might have encountered in school or my social life, as I wanted them to find comfort in this dream of perfection. It is entirely possible that my mother might have shared her story with me when I grew up, but she became ill and was hospitalized when I was 11, and she died a year later. What I do know came to me secondhand from a cousin whose father was my mother's oldest brother. There were 7 children in my mother's family, and only she and her 2 older brothers, who left Poland in 1924, survived. My cousin, who is 16 years older than I am and was 16 years younger than my mother, is still my connection to my heritage. When my uncle received word that his sister had survived, he joyfully began the process of bringing her to the United States. My cousin told me that my mother was very angry that the lives of her brother and his family were hardly touched by the Nazi penchant for genocide, while her life was a daily struggle to survive. She never expressed this to her brother, but carried her resentment with her until she died.